You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
What's going on, everybody? Man, it's been a little bit, as I usually say during my live shows. I try to go weekly and do some fun stuff here and, you know, schedule out live streams, but I haven't been able to do that. I want to start doing it on Wednesdays every single week. I think that's usually works pretty good for my schedule most of the time, but I might end up moving it to the weekend because I do know for sure my schedule's open on those days. But anyway, it's been a little bit. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. Let's chat. Let's have a good time. I even moved my comments over here so the audio doesn't change when I talk, because the way I have my studio set up. I'm always changing things in here all the time because, you know, it's my day job to do so, basically. I create content for other people, and I have to constantly change or pull things out of the studio and put it back in, and it's kind of a mess around here. But thank you guys so much for joining in. We got a few of you guys in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I got a special announcement for you. I'm pretty excited. I was supposed to announce this last week. I was a week behind on this one, but I'm going to be announcing my first ever, so bear with me, but my first ever photo contest. Just something light, something fun. And if you guys want to just get a head start on that, I'm going to be I'm doing it on two different sources. I'm going to be doing it, the submission part of it over on the Discord server. I already set up a server there where you can submit your photos, and it's going to be instant photography related. That's it. There's no other rules. There's no, you know, like, it's not street photography. It's not portrait photography. It's whatever you want to do. For the first one, I think that'd be kind of fun. Just use your creativity and just have a great time. And then the voting part of it is actually going to be over on Instagram. Yes. So what I'm going to do is just have you guys submit one photo. You only get one, but one photo to the Discord server under photo submissions. And I'm going to compile probably 10 of my favorites, and then I'm going to post them on Instagram for you guys to vote on. It's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be a good system for it to work. I don't know. Maybe. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I wanted to start doing these maybe every other month or so, if this one goes well, and then start implementing some themed contests as well. So maybe then I'll do like street photography or motel photography or portrait photography or something like that. But this one is strictly instant photography, and you can use all mediums. You can use Polaroid, you can use Fuji, you can use, the variety. You can use Polaroid Go if you want. You could do Instax Mini, wide, square, whatever. There you go. But doesn't include peel apart film or pack film. I know that's technically instant film, but I'm gonna leave that maybe for another time. That one's gonna be kind of a special one anyway, because who has that? It's kind of rare and really expensive and more of a niche to do. So this one's gonna be focused on integral film, or just this, what you typically think of instant photography film with Polaroids and Instax. So there you go. Hey, what's up, camera information? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So I'm announcing that stuff. Hopefully we can have some conversations more about it. I've got a lot of cool things that I want to mention to you guys. Last live stream was fantastic. You guys gave me a lot of ideas, and I'm running with a few of them. Some larger projects, some easier projects, but they'll be coming down the pipeline very soon. But I also, one of the things that was mentioned, a lot of you guys asked about my P.O. box, if I had one, and I didn't, but I do now. I don't have a pip for it, but if you guys want to send some stuff over here for me to show off, because I do kind of want to bring back mail time. If you guys are a long-time viewer, I used to do mail time here, and I haven't done one in like a year or longer. So it'd be cool to bring that back, or cool products to review or check out and post on the channel. I know somebody did send me a brand new pack of pack film, and so that's freaking sweet. So I will be doing a video on that very soon. So if you guys want to participate in any of that, there is information in the description to the P.O. box. That is all set up now. I didn't realize how long of a process it is to get one. It's kind of a process, and it makes sense. But it's not just as simple as signing up and here, take my money, and then go for it. There's not. It's kind of interesting. I'm doing well. So yeah, I'm doing good. Been super busy. I've had a lot going on. A lot of plans in the works and other things. The other thing we were talking about the last live stream, and I want to give you guys an update on, is Polacon. Am I going to be there? That's what a lot of you guys are wondering. And I was a little unsure then. I'm still not 100% sure, but it's looking more so like there's a really good, strong possibility that I will be there. I'm working with a company to potentially sponsor me to go there, and I got some fun ideas for this sponsorship, and it's pretty cool. I don't want to give it away just yet. Either way, it'll still be brought across in future videos if they say no. I've already gone back and forth with them a couple times, and they still haven't said no yet, which is exciting. They want to work with me, so yeah, it's pretty sweet. But Polacon, if you don't know about it, it is a instant photography meetup done by Instant Film Society, I believe they're called. And it's typically done in Texas, from my research. I've never been, but they're doing it in San Francisco, California, in March, middle March. March 11th through 13th, I think, something like that. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not that far away. About 9 hours. I mean, it's a drive. But I was originally planning on driving, and I set up that pitch to this company first. Be on the road for like a week or so, film a bunch of stuff. Been really sweet. They couldn't quite afford that yet. It's their off season as far as doing sponsorships. If this was happening like in the later summer or like in December, they would have been like, yeah, no problem, here you go. But it's their slow season right now, but they're still willing to try and make something happen, which is really exciting, and I can't wait to try and go and make that happen. It'd be freaking sweet. You in Chicago? What's up? The Boca Junkies. What's up? How's it going? Wish you could go. Why don't you go? Far away, probably. I just found a deal on 100. That's euros, right? For 2 cameras. 1 digital, 1 analog. I hope that's a good deal. I don't know what cameras you got, but hey, congratulations. But yeah, Polacon, I'm excited. I have some fun ideas. Stuff that I'll be giving away while I'm there to anyone that is there. I have a fun idea. And the idea got sparked by my friend Dave. You guys know Dave. He's a channel friend, and I've mentioned him a few times. And he was even on one of my live streams last year, interviewing him about a cool video he had done with instant photography, which is sweet. But I got this idea, it was sparked from something that he gave me, and so I ran with that and turned it into something a little bit different. And so I am really excited to show you. And spoiler alert, it involves two products that I've already done reviews on, and it is a perfect match. Especially one of the companies is actually releasing a brand new version of this product to make it so much better. Yeah, now that will be arriving, it sounds like, soon to me, to do a review on in general, but I want to utilize this for this trip because it's perfect. I can't freaking wait. What's up, Matt? How's it going, man? How's it going? It's 12 a.m. Oh my gosh. Where are you at? You said you're in the UK, right? Who is in the UK? Someone was in the UK. Where are you located? Hey, what's up? What is up, Tyler? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so that's a little bit of what's coming down the short pipeline. I actually will, right after Polacon, regardless if I go or not, I do have to go to Texas for a studio build that I do for my day job. I build production studios and live streaming / recording studios, and there's someone in Texas that needs one, and so I will be, I don't know where in Texas. I'm assuming it's like Dallas area. That's typically where I go for those builds. So if you're in Texas, let me know. Maybe we can do a meetup. I'll post on social, on probably Instagram. If you guys aren't following the Instagram, consider checking that out too. So there you go. Oh yes, I know. I reached out to them actually to see if they would be interested in working together, but they said they are not working with anyone currently. So that's a bummer, but I'm very excited about that camera, and I'm more than likely going to be backing the project. Yeah, because that thing looks sweet. Very excited. What's up? How's it going? Sensing Clowns. How's it going? Yes. And I'm going to be doing more of that on this channel this year. If you guys saw some of my Christmas video that I did, I mentioned that. I actually have a camera right here. Check this out. Boom, there's film on it still. I need to finish this roll and get it developed. But I have 2 or 3 rolls in the fridge that I need to send off and be developed. And I was literally just looking at the Lomography Sprocket Rocket. That looks super fun. So I actually have a contact over at Lomography. I wonder if I can get one for a review. I'll ask. But so yeah, I do like 35mm film. I don't use it often just because it just takes so much longer to develop and get your photos back, and it's a little bit more expensive in that regard because I don't develop my own photos. It's something I want to do at some point. And yeah, so hopefully I can do that soon. Texas, what's up? I take it you're in Texas? I've been in Texas a lot. I haven't been in a little while. I think the last time I was in Texas was probably 2018. But from 2017 to 2018, I was there like probably 7 times for like weeks at a time. I spent a lot of time in like the southern parts, like Dallas and Austin, San Antonio, Lockhart, which I guess is technically Austin. Surrounding areas. But yeah, so 35mm film is pretty fun. I have a camera. Where is it? You can kind of see it. It's right there, that red. That's the soda can camera. I've shot some film with it, and that's in the fridge. I need to develop it. But that's a video. I got that camera in 2020, and I even did mail time on it. So if you go back into my live streams, you can actually see it, me getting it. And I've yet to do a video. Instant photography kind of took over the channel because it seemed like, I love instant photography very much, and you guys were really, really focused or like grabbing onto that content, so I kind of just let that take over. But I do want to start bringing in some other of my interests, and one of them being vinyl music. That one will definitely not be much on the channel, but I think it'd be fun to bring it up every now and then, because I did join a couple of those monthly subscription to vinyl. I thought that'd be cool to show off some of that stuff and just show off some things. I think it's pretty fun. And so that's something I want to do. And then film photography, I do really enjoy. If I do go to Polacon, which again, it's looking like it's a real strong possibility, I'll be bringing some film photography cameras, like medium format. I'll be bringing my TLR Yashica D. I might bring this too. I might bring my 35. We'll see. But definitely instant photography for sure. Yeah, it's freezing here too. The last week it was like fantastic, beautiful out. I'm here over here in the Pacific Northwest, Portland, Oregon. I'm actually not in Portland, Oregon. It's just easier to say that. I'm in Washington State, just over the bridge from Portland, in a place called Vancouver, Washington. Not Canada. But it's been gorgeous out. High 60s. Well, not high 60s. Mid 60s. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's just 40 degrees out. Like, it's freezing. The ground's frozen. The sun is still out, but it lies. It's freaking cold. The last, like, couple of days. It came out of nowhere. Poland, welcome. Hey, how's it going? I don't know how to read that time. My time is 0011. You guys read time differently there? What's that mean? That's not even military time, is it? Does that mean 11 a.m. or 11 p.m.? I don't know. I guess I don't know how to tell time. Hey, what's up, Ruby? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oceanside, California. I was over there last year, actually. I was staying in Oceanside for a few days. I was down there actually quite a bit. Twice. I was there twice last year. Near Carlsbad. And I stayed in Oceanside for one of the times I was there at a hotel. How's your Now Plus? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what camera that is. Is that a camera? Is it even a camera? Who makes it? I don't even know. Future Mind Studio. What's up? Let me know if it ends up being San Antonio. Nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, thanks. I was in San Antonio, but again, it's been couple years now. 3, probably. I like San Antonio. I like some of the cities. I couldn't live in Texas. That's just my personal opinion. Coming from the Pacific Northwest, it's beautiful here. We got green trees, we got hills, we've got forests. I'm like 2 hours away from anything you could possibly want to do, or less. 3. I'd say 3 hours. 3 hours north, boom. There's Seattle. Hit Pike's Place. Grand old time. 2 hours any direction. Well, west. Boom. We got beaches. You want to go 2 hours the other direction? Boom. We got desert. We got dunes. It's beautiful here. So for me looking at going to Texas, it's like, man, the sights aren't that great, but man, the food, the entertainment, the shopping, it's great. It's pretty cool down there and cheap. It's expensive here. But with that said, though, I don't think I could live there. Ooh, it is. Oh, wait, comments are rolling. Hang on. Oh. Also, I'm from Washington State originally. Oh, well, there you go. Then you know how it is. If I had to choose between the two, I would still choose Washington over Texas. But the price, though, that is something. Everything's cheaper down there. It's great. It's really expensive here. It's starting to. I laugh at your 4 degrees and raise you 9. Ooh. That's no fun. What's up, though? How's it going, Rico? Negative what? It's first of all, it's 12:11 midnight. Dang. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Minus 31C. Okay, thank you for doing the conversion. I was just about to ask, what's the conversion? Negative 24 in Poland, right? Is that where you said you're at, in Poland? Oh my God. That's insane. Just crafting. Stay crafting. Any Craftsman fans here? Steady crafting. That's not compared here. It's so-called the winter in Fargo, North Dakota. My mom's actually from Fargo, North Dakota. Actually, she's from Fargo. Well, is she from Fargo? Bismarck. That's what I'm thinking. Feels like negative 42. I bet. What's up, Eddie? What's going on, man? here watching the live stream. Looking forward to the contest. Yes, did you guys miss the contest announcement? I can repeat it. I know a lot of people probably weren't here right at the beginning because I wanted to get that going for the replays. So when people want to watch the live stream afterwards, information is right at the top of the hour, basically. So I can repeat it, and I was going to talk about it more anyway. Talk about some of the prizes, talk about some of, that's pretty much it, prizes, and how it's going to work again. But yeah. What's up, Animal Man Machine? Tips on shooting Polaroids in late afternoon and not completely dark environments, landscape, or buildings. Is that even possible? Yes, it is possible. It depends on what camera you're using, of course. I wouldn't use like plastic lens cameras or fixed lens type cameras. SLR cameras are going to be your best option. And yeah, I do actually have a post-it note on my computer with 3 videos, and one of them is basically that. So stay tuned for that. That is coming. I want to do a lot more how to shoot in different environment type videos. So that's coming very soon. As well as SX70 film versus 600 film, side-by-side comparison in the same situation. Like, literally 2 cameras side by side. One shooting 600, one shooting SX70 film. And I'll be using SLR cameras for that. I wanted to do it this week, but oh my gosh, it's too cold. And I want these conditions to be perfect to do these comparisons, because everyone's like, oh, SX70 film, it's so much better because of the colors. But is it? Let's do an actual side-by-side comparison and find out. So that video is coming, but I can't do it right now. It's freaking cold outside. Okay, so when you showing us baby pics of me, myself, maybe one day, but not today. Not today. Whoa, just north of you. Yeah, Winnipeg. I've never been there. I've been to Canada. I've been to the other Vancouver, because I'm only 6 hours away from. So Vancouver to Vancouver is about 6 hours, ish, 5.5. I think I'm 5.5 from the border, and then I've got another like half-hour drive from there to Vancouver. I might be going to Vancouver in October. There's a Black Keys concert they're playing up there, and I kind of want to go to that. I've seen them before here in Portland, but it'd be cool to go to another country and see them. That'd be pretty fun. And I'm not that far away, and there's fun stuff up there I want to do. Didn't know one of my favorite TV shows. I knew it was filmed there, but I didn't know that one of the locations is like right on the border, right off the main off I-5 there, going into Canada. It's like 20 minutes or less east, and there's like one of the main spots, like the office space from the show Psych. Any Psychos in here? I love that show. Favorite show of all time. But the Psych office is just like right there. I'm like, how did I not know this? So I want to go to Vancouver and like make a pit stop over there, shoot some shots, fire off some Polaroids of it, and whatnot. So that'd be pretty fun. Have you ever tried the optically trigger speed light for another instant film cameras? If so, I don't think so, because I'm not 100% sure what that means. So probably not. Optically trigger. Maybe like a remote type thing? Because I do have an idea for a remote. That's just easy build. I want to start doing more builds and stuff. I love making stuff. I don't really get to do that much often anymore. Black Keys on the list. Black Keys is my favorite band of all of the times. Yeah, and fun fact, where is it? Yep, it's right there. Check this out. In high school, a friend of mine was like, showed me a band, and on his Zune. Yeah, I got a Zune after that. But he was like, check out this band. And he burned me a disc. This is my very first introduction to the Black Keys. Here's the original CD he burned for me. Wrong button. I always thought it'd be funny if I met them to have them sign their burned CD. I don't know if they think it's funny. They do have a sense of humor, so I wonder if they would even do it. But I love the Black Keys. They're amazing. And they were, at the time, they were still semi-underground. And I had an opportunity to go see them. I was probably 16 at the time. And the tickets to see them in Portland was $20 or less, maybe even $15. But my parents wouldn't let me go. I was so mad. And I only got to see him for the first time in 2019. when they were doing that Let's Rock tour. But I digress. I dozed off. Missed the start. I'll replay it. No, I'm going to just give me 1 second. I'm going to go over everything again. I just want to get through some of these amazing questions and comments. I'll be down to meet up in Vancouver, BC. Wait, where are you at again? I thought you were in Poland. Did I? Oh, you're in Winnipeg. You're in Winnipeg? Is that what you said? That'd be pretty cool. Once I start, because the channel is growing, which is amazing. And so once, as I'm growing, I'm going to start announcing a lot more places that I'm going to be at. And if you guys are in the area, we'd love to meet up with you guys. That'd be so cool. We'll shoot some photos, do some walkabouts. It'd be amazing. This is my first time on one of your lives. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really do love your videos, man. Thanks for looking. I'm looking to buy my first instant camera. Ooh, what are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? Polaroid or Fuji? Or lomography, which is technically still a Fuji camera. Let me know. I want to know. Winnipeg, only time you start. You have your own conversation. Amazing, amazing. When a flash goes off on the camera. Oh, that's what you mean. So you make it basically like a slave situation, right? I've never done that. But I've wanted to try. I have a system for it. I've just never done it. I would have to use, or you would have to use one of the lomography cameras because they actually have that the option to hook up like a speed light for that functionality. But I have never tried it on a Polaroid camera. I don't know. I haven't tried that. I've tried to stay away from, not on purpose, but implementing like too much stuff to cameras for my own personal style of shooting, because I have digital cameras for that. And I that's a whole other thing. I like shooting instant photography because how simplicity it is. I worked, my day job is, shooting, creating content for other people, and I, build studios, and so much, complexity that goes into all that stuff. I stare at screens all the time, editing stuff, right? So it's so nice just to pick up one of these cameras and then just look through it, push one button, and then it's just done. It's very, very, very therapeutic. I like experimenting and doing cool, fun things, but adding all these extra stuff, it's just like, in my opinion, defeats the purpose slightly of what I feel my style of instant photography means to me. However, with that said, I do realize I have a YouTube channel, a photography channel, so I'm like, oh, well, I guess I could try that just for somebody else's sake, right? So it's been on my mind. It's been on my list. I got a huge list. You should see the list. It's huge. It's big. I should count. There's at least 50 plus little video ideas on my board. Very much so. I think they would. Oh, they signed my CD, my Magic Potion CD. I wonder if it'd still play. It's pretty scratched up. Well, I guess I could do this. It's pretty scratched up. It's funny. I hope so. One of my ultimate dreams is to work with them on something, because they actually have a super awesome sense of humor. They're in a way kind of like, maybe not in this extreme, but when they do marketing stuff for their videos or for their brand or whatever, it's almost like a Ryan Reynolds feel. Like they do wacky stuff for their things. Like they did. I thought, God, I died laughing. It was their fake masterclass on how to be like a musician. Oh my God, it was so funny. And so I would love to make something with them at some point in my life. It'll never happen, but I can dream. It would just be so freaking sweet. Coffee day. Where are you at? Where are you at? We're gonna be getting coffee. Where are you at again? Are you in Texas? I sent something to you. I don't remember where it was now. Because you are a Print Club member. Does your timer on cameras like Polaroid go off to help collect more light? Timer. Are you talking about the light meter or the aperture priority? Is that what you mean? Not sure what you mean by timer. Yes, that's what you meant. Works good. I know you can do it. I've just never done it. You can use the mint flash bar too. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I do mention it in the video I did. I forgot about that, even though I did know about it. You can do that. I just never done it. And that's why I was like, oh, I should probably do it, because I have the means to do so. The courtroom thing they did 2 weeks ago was hilarious. Right? Like, I was watching this, I'm like, is this real? They made it look so real and so amazing. It's just amazing. And then they did a fake movie trailer for their new album at the time. I think it was Brothers. It was like a Quentin Tarantino grindhouse style trailer, and they had big time actors in this thing. It was just amazing. It was a full on movie. It was just a fake trailer. Right, so good. Love them. They're amazing. I'm between an Instax wide, great choice, or a Polaroid Impulse AF. I just put mine away. It's over there. Great choices. But I'm from Mexico, so it's probably a better idea to go with the Fuji since the film is a lot cheaper and easier to find. Yeah, that's what I recommend people. I always point people to, if they're just starting, get an Instax mini camera. It's cheap. The film's pretty much everywhere. You can go to Walmart, and actually that's the best place to buy that film. You get a 2-pack for right around $13-14 US, and you get 20 pictures. The camera itself, it's super cheap. You can find them on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, even on eBay, $20-30. And then you can get your feet wet and see if you like it. Shoot a bunch of packs of it. If you like it, step it on up. And even getting one of these wide cameras. I got this on eBay. It was $30. And it shoots the wide film. It's $20. Yeah, it's $20 now. Fuji just raised the price of it for a double pack of wide film. And this is where I would send people right next, or just to go to next. You could do the square, which is like the middle ground, but for cost, it's not that much difference at all. If it's probably the same. And I personally love the wide format. But I always send people, go straight for Instax. Don't even pass go. Don't grab a Polaroid camera. Get an Instax mini camera. That's the best way to find out if you like to shoot instant film. Yeah, because it gets a great photos. Super easy to use. And then once you start shooting it, you'll be frustrated by the size and want to go bigger. Oklahoma, that's where it was. Gotcha. I knew it wasn't Texas. Flash or no flash with Polaroid on daytime. Last question. You can ask as many questions you want. I do need to get to talk about the photo contest, so I'll answer a couple more and I'll dive into that. Depending on the situation, I use it sometimes if I'm shooting. If the sun isn't directly behind me, if it's off to the side, and I'm worried about the light meter picking up the sun a little bit, and it's a darker situation, I'll pop a flash on and use it. But ideally, I don't use flash hardly ever, most of the time. It's nice to have if I go to parties and stuff with people, and just super simple pop-off shots and be done. But I don't really typically like the look of flash photography. But again, depends on the situation. But for shooting in daytime, yeah, I've done it for sure. And it will also fix your shutter speed down to, I can't remember what it's fixed at, but it won't alter because the flash is on, it's compensating, so it's gonna be firing off really, really fast. But the flash will fill in dark areas of the scene or whatever you're doing. So you definitely can do it, and I've done it before. Yeah, no, they did. They got me too. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Last question here, and I will dive into repeating the photo contest that I'm super excited about. By timer, I mean the mode that you have 10 seconds with. The self timer, the 10-second self timer. Okay, cool. Yeah, it depends on the camera you're using. Like a lot of them don't have that functionality. The I-type cameras have it, but like SLRs don't. You have to buy a little separate thing to plug into the side of it to be able to do that. What was the original question about the timer? I don't remember. Yeah, I remember. Ask that question again. Now I know what you're talking about. And then, okay, cool. Quick pause. Feel free, leave comments. Let's chat. Let's hang out. I love hanging out with you guys. But yes, guys, I'm doing my first ever instant photography photo contest. And figured I'd come out of the gate with it just being whatever you want to shoot. There's no theme. There's no restrictions. You can shoot with any medium of instant photography. So Polaroids, I-type, 600, SX70, Go, all of those. And same with Fuji, all formats. Any camera you want, except for the one thing, no pack film. I know it's still technically Polaroid instant film. That'll be a separate thing down the road, maybe. That's really a niche thing. Most people, one, don't even know what it is really, or it's just really expensive. So get to shooting, find your best photos, and pick one photo of your favorite photos, and you can submit it. And how do you submit it? In the Discord. So if you're not already a member or just in there joining the Discord server, join the server, and it's already set up. Post your submission in the I think it's called Instant Film Submission. I think that's what I named it. And post them there. And then I'm going to compile probably about 10 of my favorite ones. And then I'm going to post them over on Instagram to let you guys vote over on the stories. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So like I'll just choose 10 of them, and I'll just do side by side and let you guys choose which ones. And then I'll do like another round of it to see who wins the final. And I'll be picking a first place and probably a second place. I'm going to do a second place. Prizes it's not going to be crazy because it's my first one. Kind of just test the waters, have a little bit of fun. But prizes are going to be like a pack of film of your choice. So if you want instant film or Instax wide film or square or mini film, let me know. If you want a Polaroid pack, I-type 600 or SX70. SX70 might be harder to get for me on my end, so we'll see. We'll talk. But a pack of film, and then I might throw in like an Amazon gift card. That'll have to be in play for people overseas, because yes, anyone in the world can join in on this. And like I'll ship, what's the word? Domestically. I'll ship domestically a pack of film, and then if you're overseas or somewhere around the world, I'll just send you like an Amazon gift card is probably the only way I could really do it. And then you can order whatever you want, essentially, or a pack of film. And so that'll be the start. And I might throw in for the first place. I will. My latest book, my new one. I have a couple left. I have 3 left. But if you guys want to not take the chances of winning one, you can order one. They're on the website. A link in the description. This one's dedicated to all instant photography of my hometown. Look at that. It's made to look like a field guide. A little trip around the small little town I grew up in called Hazeldale, Washington. It's technically part of Vancouver. It's pretty sweet. Where's the front page at? Made it look like it's like a handwritten, like put together, like in the field situation. It's pretty fun. So I'll be giving that to the first place winner as well as a pack of film. And second place winner, it may just be a pack of film. Yeah, either way, I think you guys can get a pack of film. So that's that. That's how it's going to work. Let me guys know your thoughts on that. It's my first one. I'm going to experiment. I might tweak it for later ventures. But join the Discord, link in the description, and consider following the Instagram page, because that's where we'll be doing the voting. And let your friends know about it to go vote once it's posted. I'll be tagging everybody, so make sure you put your handle on the Instagram or for your Instagram if you're on there, or just put your name of some kind that I can keep track of who it is. So I'll be tagging people in each post that I make for my picks. Boom, there we go. There it is. Back to the comments. I'll get to your comment in a second. I love the content, Chris. Keep it up. Woo! Thank you, Aaron. I really appreciate it. That's fighting words right there, man. But Nickelback forever. I almost bought some Nickelback records just for the fun of it. I was at FYE. I don't know if you guys have those. And I found one. Like, why is this on vinyl? Come on. And they had 2 different albums of theirs. I was laughing my butt off. Do you ever do large format instant? No. Not yet. Not yet. I want to. I would like to, but I don't. The next step up for me at this stage would be getting into like the Lomo back for 4x5 cameras. That'd be the next step up for me, or the back for 120 cameras. I think it'd be pretty sweet. But as of right now, that's where I'm at. I would love to do like the 8x10. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. That'd be so cool. but it's probably not in my wheelhouse for now. For now. Never say never. I'm currently working on a photo challenge on Instagram using expired Instax mini film, but it's only a year expired, so everything turned out fine. Yeah, I should have waited a lot longer. You have to wait a long time for Instax film to go bad. If you guys have been following the page for a little while, during my Halloween episodes that I do, my Halloween specials, Stranger Things themed, don't worry, it'll be coming around again for season 3 of my Halloween special, and a bonus one this year because Stranger Things season 4 comes out. I'm excited for this year. But I digress. I have done expired film on Instax film, and it was like 3 years expired, and it came out beautiful, if not better. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out season 1 of the Halloween special. The 2020 edition. 2020 season? It was the first one. And then last year, for season 2 of my special, I did Polaroid expired film. That stuff is the ones you get wide variety of interesting artifacting or motion spread issues, things like that. You can get some pretty unique looks with it. But yeah, expired Instax film, you have to wait a while for that stuff to go bad. For sure. I personally hate Flash. I'm about 80% there hating it. Not hating it. Hate, strong word. I prefer not to when I can. But I still like it. Whoa, hey, thanks, Aaron. Woo! Really appreciate it. I wonder, wait, what's that in American money? But hey, either way, thank you so much. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. I might consider an Instax Mini if I can find a good deal on a Mini 70 or even a Mini 90. Mini 90 is great, but it wasn't my first option because most of them look like toys. Absolutely. That's the one thing that sucks about Fuji cameras. Look at this chunker, man. Look at this thing. And their mini cameras are the same way. I personally send people to the lomography cameras especially their Instax Lomo Instant Square glass. Whew. However, apparently that thing is either being discontinued or, yeah, probably just being discontinued because they are insanely hard to find. I constantly refer people and I'm getting comments all the time about how they can't find that camera. And I started looking on eBay and Amazon and Lomo itself. You can barely find anything at all ever. So that sucks. But if you can find one of those, that camera is really good. Because you can actually shoot square or mini. You have the option. I don't recommend shooting mini on that camera though, because the viewfinder, line up your shots with the square is already a hassle and take some practice. And then the mini, it's even worse. But if you can get to line up, like line your shots up perfectly, they do look super good on that camera. And I still use that camera for just square. That is my dedicated square camera. It's a good one. If you can find one. Apparently it's hard to find. Does the camera collect more light by using self-timer? Oh, or no. The timer is literally just for you to set it on a tripod or somewhere and push it, and you run it in front of the camera and take a group shot or a selfie of yourself. That's all the timer's for. Yeah, hopefully that answers that question. And shit, because it's pretty self-explanatory. And awesome join. Fantastic. 600 Polaroids BC is expensive. It's expensive everywhere. How much is it up there? Oh, because it's expensive. I thought you were talking about Vancouver, BC. Yeah. Okay. We've got some Canadians in here, so I was like, still had that in the brain. But yeah, Polaroid 600 is still expensive. Anyway, and they raised the price this year. All film went up this year. Surprisingly, not at Walmart though. Walmart still has mini film for the 2-pack for like $13. I think it's like 14 if you round up. Still a great deal. How much are my books? I have 2 books left. Well, 2 books currently that I've made, and this is all I have in my hand. They are limited runs, but I think I'll give one away. But you can buy them. I think, what do I have on this? 35? 30? 30 or 35 for this one. It's 60 pages? Yeah, so that gives you an idea of the differences. And they come signed as well. Look at that bad boy. This one isn't a full instant film. It's a mixture, and it's interactive. It's a story about you. it'll kind of make sense once you go through it. But it is filled with stories and photography that I have done. Like this photo right here, my grandfather took that in World War II after we dropped the nukes. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's on the back set. It's pretty sweet. There we go. Talking about Legos. My inspiration and how honestly besides my grandfather's photo, like looking at this book got me really hyped for shooting photography. I know it's about Lego. It's kind of dumb, but it is. I talk about that awesome, cool experience, my short film that I made, and there's QR codes. That's the interactive part. You can watch videos throughout if you see those. You scan them. Just random photos. Story of my business is in here, like 4 or 5 pages dedicated to that. Just random, fun, cool stuff. And then, of course, there is instant photography in here. Let me flip to a cool page. Where is it? There's some cool stuff. Like, here's a couple pages of my instant photography. Pretty sweet. This one, I can't remember how much it is. This is the paperback version. I did a limited hard book version of this one. But this is 150 pages. It's a good book. I think it's $50. I can't remember. But anyway. Those are my 2 books. This is actually volume 1 of Hazeled. I'm actually doing a volume 2 because I couldn't fit it all in. And I wanted to make a much more affordable book to get in your guys' mitts because making books are kind of expensive. There we go. So excited for the contest. Also looking forward to the how-to videos coming. Yes, they are. There's some how-tos coming. I can't wait. I want to share some stuff. I might just in a minute. I got some cool. I got some cool stuff down the pipeline. Some cool, unique opportunities. How many can we submit? 1. Well, so the idea for the Distagram. Wow, I just combined Discord and Instagram into one word. Distagram. The Discord server for photo submissions is to utilize those photos at the end of my videos. So I'm showing off your guys' pictures. So I'm pulling some of those and throwing in my videos and tagging you guys in them so you guys get some fun exposure. You can submit more, but for this contest, I'm only pulling 1 photo. So if that's, helps you at all, I'm telling people 1. So I guess you could post more than 1, but it's kind of on the honor system. Because if you already posted some in there, like I'm still going to go through this stuff after today. So any of the photos coming in after today are going to be picked. And I'm probably going to let go for a week. Yeah. Week. Maybe mid-March when I get back from Polacon. No, that's too long. Beginning of March sometime. First week of March. Will probably when I announce the ones I picked and voting process starts. So get to shooting or get to posting or submitting. All-time dream camera. Doesn't have to be instant. Ooh, all-time dream camera. Outside of instant photography for sure. I've always told myself, and this is very it's stupid. I've always told myself if I ever got an owned, not rented, not used, literally owned this camera sitting on my shelf, then I've made it. And that's a red camera. Now, red cameras are amazing, and they're not necessarily the best cameras. But I would want to own a red camera. It's a red digital camera, cinematography. It's a cinema camera. Yeah, I want one of those so bad. The red Komodo. Whoo! Great camera. And it's cheap at $6,000. Compared to their cheapest one prior to that was what, $10,000. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But that one, that's on my dream camera list. As far as instant photography cameras go, I actually have most of what I want. I would love to own the Lego box camera just for display. That one is really it's the Legoland one. Because I have a history with Lego. It's kind of how I got started at working for myself was in Lego. So it'd be cool to combine both of that into both my hobbies and my past into one little thing. I think that'd be really sweet. As far as film camera goes, Hasselblad, I guess, would be really freaking sweet. That would be pretty cool to own. Is it worth converting an SX70 to 600 if you're ordering film online? Now, this is a controversial subject that we've talked about before in the past. Maybe if you haven't been around, I am pro. If you guys are wanting to convert, so I'm pro convert. A lot of people aren't. They think it's destroying the camera community and also the chances of Polaroid discontinuing the film. They're freaked out over it. And that's where the 600 versus SX70 film debate stems from, that, and I'm going to make a video about. What was the question? Should you do it, basically. If you're ordering online already, I mean, if you like shooting, it's really preference. I don't like shooting SX70 film. I like the faster shutter. For all my use cases, shooting with the higher sensitivity film is great for me. It really depends on your preference. Everyone says SX70 film is more vibrant and clearer and all that stuff. Hasn't been my experience, and I'm going to be doing a video comparing the two side by side in a future video. So that, I can't really answer that one for you. I can only find expired Mando film. Yes, it's all that stuff's done being made. It's cool for a few shots, but man, I wish they did reprint it with current chemistry. They didn't make very much of it. I found a guy on eBay selling that film for $10 a pack, and then like a small discount on top of that if you bought two. It was like 1980 something, 87. I don't remember what it was, for 2 packs, and I bought 4. I bought 4 packs of that, and plus I already had a couple packs in my fridge. I don't know why I kept buying it, but I actually like the chemistry in there. It's a little more contrasty, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they're not gonna make any more of that. Maybe for the next season of Mandalorian, I don't know, but I don't see them doing it. I hope they do Stranger Things for the new season. That would be amazing. Would be super good. Would be good. I usually use other flash sources over flash. Yeah, I try to use natural light and a natural sort, like studio lights or like a pocket light, because you can get more even lighting in that case. I have, it's charging. I have little pocket lights. I've done videos in the past on it. Those LED pocket lights, you can get some nice lighting out of those over a flash. But, you know, it's not connected to the camera, and there's pluses and minuses to that. You can get the Dyna Instant Square. It's more of a manual. Yeah, except it has this problem where it's like, it adds so much vignette to the image, or it's just straight up a circle. I haven't tried it though myself. I've just seen other people vent their frustrations with it. And whoa, wow, my iPad, or you guys just decided to come jumping at me. But yeah, I've just seen some people have some problems with it, and I need to get one and do a video on it, because I've had a couple people ask some questions about that camera. So, not sure if they are still making it. I think they are. Or they're on clearance right now. What's going on in comments? Ugh. Come on now. My stand isn't standing. There, it's all janky, but whatever. Where are we at here? There it is. Are you gonna send? What's happening? There we go. Polaroid 600 in Canada is about $30. Oh, Canadian. So that's what, $22-ish American? Ish? Yeah, because we get a 2-pack for $35. And then the single packs are now $20 American. 22, I think. Don't remember. I've been buying most of my film in recent month, sourcing on Facebook Marketplace. Not film directly, but film combos. Most of the time, people will buy a pack, or like the large 5-pack of film, and then shoot 1 or 2 packs, and then I'm out, and then they'll sell their camera with it. And so I bought a Polaroid now with a brand new pack of the 5-pack for a decent deal. And so I've been doing a lot of my film that way. It's not the ideal way, because you never know what you're going to get. The film could be stored weird, it could be expired, who knows. And I kind of like doing that for videos for you guys, to show you guys some situations, because who knows, it could be just fine. So that's another option to maybe find some film. Be careful though. A lot of people steal that stuff and then sell it on Facebook. So use your own judgment. Use your judgment. Don't be buying stolen stuff. Walmart has the 600 for $30. Woo! 5-pack for $84. It is. Yeah, I know. It's sad it went up though. It was $75. Was $75. It's a bummer. Come on. My stand is, I think it's broke. It's a bummer. Whoa, that's not it. Come on now. Come on now. $32 with tax, I believe. Oh, okay. With tax. Yeah, so it's like $22 with tax here. I think that's where I'm getting it. Because I believe it's $19.99 plus tax. So you're paying about $22 American. My grandfather was in World War II as well. That's pretty cool. Where was he? Mine was in Japan. Fighting in Japan. Obviously, from that picture. Storing Polaroids in photo albums before 30 days passed. I've never heard this before. It being a problem. I usually take it once after like a day or less, you know, like 12 hours or something. I'll throw it in an album, but I usually save the album process for live streams here on the channel. I've done 2 of them now, and it's pretty fun. So at the end of the year, I compile all my images, all my photos that I've taken, and I do a live stream, hang out with you guys, do a Q&A, and I'm just building out my photo album for that year. It's pretty fun, I think. So a lot of times they end up going into a shoebox until then, until that time comes. So, but I've never heard this before, and I think it's because of the development time of the photo. It's still liquid in there, and it'll like harden up and dry up. Is that what you're talking about? But I've never heard this before. 30 days. Red is cool. Red is cool. Red is very cool. Seems like Alexis Minis have taken over the industry from Red these days. No, absolutely. There's so much better out there. I just told myself about 15 years ago, I'm like, if I ever got a Red camera, I've made it. And it's a stupid thought process to have. But I love, and the cameras itself is super frustrating because they're getting better, but they're so proprietary. And there's more now that they're not so proprietary, but the aesthetic that they have and everything that they do with the camera, it's just, I like it. It looks so cool. It looks so cool. Oh yeah, you have left out the dream list. I think I blocked it from my memory so I don't go buy it. I'm not kidding you, every day is a struggle. And I'm trying to forget about it because it's so expensive. It's so expensive for that camera. But I do want that camera so bad. Every day I'm like, I'll just go buy it. It's like the $1,000 camera. $1,000 for an instant film camera is just absurd. I'm sorry. That's such a hard pill to swallow. Like $1,000, man, I could buy a digital camera. Like a really good cinema camera. I could buy a used Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera. And a lens, probably. Yes, I got the same email, and I almost bought some, but I didn't. I actually, one of the videos I do want to make, I'll even give you guys a sneak peek at this. I'm currently experimenting with DIY borders. You're printing your own borders and putting them on after the fact. I think it'd be fun to do, and something I think Polaroid should do. And you would use, I'm still experimenting on process. You could have it printed for you at like Staples or Office Depot on sticker paper, and you just cut it out. I was also thinking maybe like a thermal label printer you could do some stuff with, and then you just stick them on. But yeah, it would resemble a lot of the frames that they did for the Keith Haring frames. So that's something that I've been experimenting with. Just seeing that today when I was looking at that reminded me of that video. That's why I brought that up. There's been so much stolen camera, on Facebook even. One still had the security box on it. Yes, you have to be very careful. I do not condone the acts of buying stolen products. And everyone's like, "Oh, we didn't steal it. It doesn't matter." Well, you kind of participate. If your gut's telling you like, "This is too good to be true," if you're buying 5-pack of Polaroid film that's production dates, I don't know, like what, October 2021 for like $40 on Facebook. Yeah, that's stolen. There's no way someone's going to go buy that for double the price and then just sell it for less later. It's just not going to happen. So use your own judgment, guys, and just be careful, because you can actually get in trouble for that. It'd be really difficult to do. But locally here, a friend of mine told me once he bought a statue off of Craigslist at the time. This is several years ago. And he got a knock at the door, and it was the police. And they said, "Hey, did you buy such and such thing?" And we're like, "Yeah." Like, "Yeah, we got to confiscate that because it's stolen." And like, "Well, how did you find me?" We found the guy that had stolen it, that sold it, and they backtracked it to him. They figured out where he was. And so he had to give it back. And he didn't get his money back either. So be careful. Even though value of this stuff can be tricky. Anyway, just be careful. It's moral of the story. I digress. You can't. Amazon is selling Mandalorian and Yellow. Yellow is on. Yellow Duochrome is on Amazon now. I want to get the blue. Polaroid still has. I mean, I have some blue. I got one pack left, but I want more of it. But you can only buy it directly from Polaroid. I believe that stuff is still available. The single packs, not the doubles or the combos. But I did not know Yellow is on Amazon. That's interesting. Or even the Mandalorian is on Amazon. But keep in mind, it is expired, and Amazon does not tell anybody that. I bought even Instax film, and it was expired. But Instax film is super easy. It's no big deal. Years expired on that thing, and you're golden. You're fine. But Polaroid film, not so much. So you have to be careful about that. They don't talk about it. Another cool website to keep an eye out for film is B&H, and they do tell you if it's expired. I've gotten some pretty cool deals on some Instax film. Directly from them. Instax wide black and white film. It was like $6 for a no, it was less than that. It was like $5 for a 10-pack of black and white. And at the time, that was like $15, $18 packs of film, but it was like a year or two expired. And also mini film. I've gotten like packs of mini film, like 10 packs, not doubles, for like $3 or $4. So that's another one to keep an eye out on. Oh yes, there's a good one. Do you think will be possible for Polaroid to shave down the thickness of the pack and get 2 more packs? No, it'll never happen. It can be. Look, say here we go. People think of it as a business mindset, not a practicality situation. Where if people are already paying what they're asking for 8 photos, why would they put in more packs of film? Or excuse me, more film in the packs of film. And charge the same. It's just not going to happen. They'd have to raise the price even higher, and then they could put themselves out of business, because then people would not be willing to pay that extra for those 2 photos. It's just not going to happen. They could probably make it thinner and do it, and they could probably squeeze in 1 extra photo in those packs. But it'll never happen. Prices are already going up with 8 photos. Imagine if they did put 10 in one. It'd be like $26 for 10 photos. It'd be crazy. People don't realize you can be charged for possession of stolen property. Exactly. If you have proof you bought it, it does help, yeah. But yeah, no, you'll lose it regardless. Like I owned a retail store for about 5 years. I opened it and then sold it to do media productions and stuff full time. But I had a store, and yeah, I bought some stuff, did my checks and balances of an individual. Seemed pretty cool. Story checks out. There's ways to let me back up. It's a buy-sell trade store, and the guy came in to sell me something. So there's ways to try and find if they're lying, tricks of the trade. But you can never know for sure. You know, so if they ask you something, hey, I want to sell this, I always would ask why are they selling it, unless they were wanting trade. And even then, it still could be a chance that it's stolen, but not as likely, because if they want something out of your store. But if they want cash, then it's like, okay, why are you selling it? And then start sparking up a conversation, and then ask the question again, why are you selling it? Believe it or not, most of the time, if it's stolen, they'll slip up and say something totally different as to why they're selling it, because they couldn't remember. And so there's stuff like that you got to take into account. And there's a time where I did it, and it turned out to be stolen, and I lost all the inventory. Lost it all. police came in and confiscated it. So, I wasn't in trouble. Wow, it's a whole long story. Actually, I did a video years and years ago on this channel. So if you go back, there is a terrible video, god awful, like 40-minute video. I have no idea what I was saying. It was like my early days of YouTube. It was awful. The music I chose, it's bad. But if you can suffer through it, it's like 40 minutes long. Me attempting to explain what happened, and then a couple years later I did a follow-up video like going through the comments. It was kind of fun, but explaining what happened. But police were involved. There was a sting operation at my house. About, I don't know, 10 undercover cops. It was a crazy story. I might retell it better in the coming years, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys are interested, maybe. It's totally irrelevant to what this channel is now, but it's kind of a fun story. Wasn't at the time. Very traumatic, but it is what it is. Got off topic like I usually do. If you don't use flash, the battery can recycle about 10 packs from what yeah, that's actually good information to know. I've always wondered, and I have not tested that. Because I do reuse it's just out of frame. I have a stack of batteries like right here, just under the camera. I keep those, and I keep the packs. Got a fun thing coming for that. But I don't throw any of that stuff away. I recycle as much as possible, and I'll reuse those when I want to do the I-type film hack to get them to go into the SX70 cameras. But I have always wondered how many like uses I could get out of it. Like if I fire it off like 3 times, like how good are they? So that's good to know. About 10 packs without flash. Thanks for that. Really appreciate that. Been wanting to test it myself, and you saved me some time. Back with the original Polaroid company, there was a 600 film that has design that you could write on the image. Yes, I almost bought some on eBay. I found some. I was like, "What is this?" And I almost bought a pack knowing that it was no good. I just wanted to do a video about it, kind of like the video I just put out recently on the disposable camera. God, I wish that worked. I wish Polaroid would bring that back. Actually, I think it could do really well for their business. But and I almost bought it for a video, but it was like $25 for this pack of the film that's totally dead. It will not work. Like, I couldn't justify it, but it's unique. And if you guys have anything like that laying around and you would love to donate it to the cause, I will make a video about that. I have a P.O. box now in the description, so if you want to, I'd be greatly appreciative. And all you lovely people, I assume, would love to see something like that too. Where are we at here? There we go. Wait, is that it? Yeah. Back with that is the same thing. See, I knew that was the right comment. So it doesn't save more. The last one I did. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, I never noticed that. Interesting. I just got myself a converted SX70 to shoot 600. Yeah. Any tips on shooting it? Just use it like a normal 600 camera. Or yeah. I know with my converted camera, I need to get another one. I dropped it. A big chunk of it came off. But mine is pretty good. Like I don't have to even ever really adjust the light meter. Smack that in the middle, boom. The metering is really good. So I would say just experiment. I don't know if there is really anything else you need to know. Like there's nothing. It just acts like a regular camera at that point. And if you guys are going to Polacon, B&H is going to be there, as well as who was it? Somebody else. But they're going to be doing conversions for $30. $30 Polaroid conversions. That is freaking sweet. Normally, most places charge like $60 to $80 to have those done, and you can have it done right there on site. Pretty cool. And I'm probably gonna convert this one. Maybe. I need to make that video because it's the only one I don't have right now that doesn't shoot 600 film. I have to buy another one. But anyway, I digress. But that's a good question. Good trick to help with stolen goods. Also, it's ask for serial numbers. Yes, but what I dealt in was not serial numbered. It was toys and collectibles. That's what I sold and bought at my store. Like I said, they will change their story or beat around the bush when you're asked for serial numbers. Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely. If I was buying something that had if it was a numbered limited edition, then yeah, then you can tell and things like that, and I'd write that down. But also the unique thing about the business I did have, it was a toy and collectible shop. I didn't have to report anything because it's toys. There's no serial numbers on toys. And they make 1 million of each thing. So like if you have a pawn shop, you have to hold it for 30 days before you can put it on the shelf, and you have to take the item that you got, take that serial number and submit it to the states. And then, yeah, you have to wait 30 days. And if it comes back flagged or stolen, then you lose that item, right? You have to give it away or back. And if it doesn't, nothing happens, then you can put it on the store shelf and sell it. I didn't have to do that. I didn't fall into that regulation. So I had to ask a lot of questions and try and finagle my, the truth out of people. And luckily, it only happened once that I know of, I guess, when it was quite a big one. But it was on CNN. CNN reported on it. It wasn't a good time. Not a good time. But I wasn't in trouble of any kind, other than just a lot of tension was on me, and I had to rebuild my reputation because the news screwed me hard. I know, right, Paco? The news screwed me. They reported on the stuff being stolen, and if there was any whereabouts or no knowledge of where the stuff, about the stuff, to call them. But they're showing pictures of my store. It was so bad, and I was getting like hate messages and death threats and things for a while. And I had to call the Fox News to come out and like do another piece, and then that helped and cleared things up. But man, having PTSD, it was not a good time. Where we go? 10, give or take, right? Yeah, I would assume that for safety 9, right? $30. Damn, too bad I'm in Europe. $30. Oh, the conversions. Yeah, $30 American is a steal to have converted. Like, I want to have this one converted, but I guess I need to wait to have it converted because I'm doing the SX70 side-by-side comparison. This is the only one I have that shoots SX70 currently. I have a SLR 680, which is down right now. I think the battery connection is corroded, and I just got to clean it up a bit because it won't close. And then I have this SX70, but this is converted. I bought it that way. I got a really good deal on this. Well, kind of. I got this, a Polaroid now, and then the lens kit from Mint, and like 8 packs of film. Was that it? I think that was all I got. Maybe one other thing. For $300, and just for the film was great because it was all like still pretty good and cold. It was all cold stored. I bought it from a photographer on Facebook. I did a video actually last year about it, and I gave away the Polaroid now to my friend Dave Knopp from the Knopp Top YouTube channel when I was over visiting him in Ohio last year. So that was pretty cool. I'm aware you need to treat Polaroid film with a lot of care. Yes, but it's getting better. But how different is Fujifilm? Man, that stuff, Fujifilm, bulletproof. I gotta tell you, man, bulletproof. It needs to be stored in the fridge and protected from light from developing too. No, I mean, if you're not going to shoot this stuff for years, might as well throw it in the fridge. But honestly, no. When I was visiting Dave, my friend Dave, in Ohio, he had an Instax wide camera. He has the This is the 200. He has the 210. It's the same thing. They're all the same. Fuji's never really done any alterations or modifications or improvements of his cameras in years. But he had the 210, and I guess it'd been sitting in his car for like a week plus. I think he said a couple weeks, month, I don't know, a while. And it was hot and humid there. And I'm like, ooh, can I shoot a couple to see what happens? They came out just fine. Perfectly fine. Ooh, I have them. Where are you? I have the photos right here, actually. I was doing a video not too long ago, and I pulled those out. Man, freaking comments. I have a broken stand. Okay. Yeah, these were shot with that film. I'll go full screen for you. There's Dave. There's me. And then I shot this one. And it was pretty humid, like really humid. And it was pretty warm. And this one was shot with that. And it's just fine. Perfectly fine. So, Instax film does not need to be handled with as much care as Polaroid. And I think it's because the Instax film, here, I'll do another close-up shot for you. If you look at the back, it's like plastic, sealed, right? And on the back of Polaroid, it's paper, right? So moisture and temperature, or not moisture, but like pretty much moisture can get in there, and that one causes it to dry up and causes problems with the development. Moisture and can't really get inside that at all. So I think it just stores better. And I wonder why Polaroid doesn't go to a system like that, unless it's part of a copyright. I don't know. But yeah, no. In my experience, you're good to go with Instax. It's bulletproof. I may even test that and keep it in a hot car during the summer for like a month, a pack of film, and see what happens. That'd be a fun test, actually. It'd be pretty sweet. And Fujifilm isn't as expensive, so it's easier to test with. And same thing with it coming out of the camera. You don't have to shield it from light. And even then, that's coming soon too for a video. I don't think you have to, and this is actually from a Polaroid lab, but still. I don't think you really have to shield it from light as everyone says. You used to, but I think Polaroid's finally got things locked down to where you don't. But some people swear by it, and I want to put it to the test. I'm still looking for an SLR680 in the wild. I found one, $20. But it's down for the count right now. I gotta get in there and clean it. I just bought some extra long Q-tips, and I think I might make a video about fixing it, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So I gotta shoot a video, and if it doesn't work, then that video's scrapped. But I got these to try and fix it, get in there and clean up the connectors, and get it to re-engage. Where are we at here? I know, Paco. I know. You want to come and say hello? He never does. He's like, oh, never mind. I'm gonna go hide. I found a Polaroid 2000 last week for $7. Which one's the 2000? Oh, the weird like round, like the bubbly one. I think that's what that one is. I've got one SX70 coming in today, supposedly. Ooh. I'll send my one that needs to be repaired for the conversion at the same time, and any suggestions on trusted repair mods shops. That is something I've been wanting to do too, but the recommendations Brooklyn Film Camera seems to be the go-to. There's also Retrospect. I've heard mixed reviews on them. I have not used either one of them, so no, I don't really have any recommendations for which one's better. I would love to do a video on shops. I've reached out to Retrospect a couple of times about doing a collaboration of like sending in a camera for repair or a conversion in exchange maybe for a collab, or even just like a partial discount, and I'll do a video. No reply both times. And B&H, why did I keep saying B&H? I guess because they're both in New York. But I haven't reached out to them, but they're going to be over at Polacon, so maybe I can talk to them while I'm there. But no, I don't have any recommendations, so I guess kind of try one and let me know. I do know the cost at Retrospect, they're flat rate, which is kind of a bummer, because if you want to send an SX70 for repair, it'll cost you the same every time, regardless of what's wrong with it, from what I've been told. And so to do a conversion from them, it's like $80, $90, or something like that, as well. So, Brooklyn Film Camera, they don't show prices. They send in, I think they quote you, which is a little bit better. But also kind of sucks because they have your camera, and if you don't agree to their price, they'll send it back, I guess. And so your camera's in the mail a bunch of times, and you have to pay for shipping. SX70s have increased in price so much compared to not too long ago. It does feel that way, right? It feels like only a few years ago I was buying them for $25 to $50. Yeah. Well, a couple of years ago, you couldn't shoot them. Like, was it 20? I mean, that's not true. Impossible Project was around in the 2010s era, but they didn't start getting good until it was Polaroid Originals. But not a lot of people knew about that. I didn't know about that until 2018, 2019 maybe. I had my eyes on them, but I never got into it until like around that time. I was doing Fuji stuff mostly, casually. I just started using the Polaroid Film Lab. Fantastic. It's a great tool. A lot of people frown upon that thing, but I think it's great. I've had a lot of fun converting 35mm film to digital, editing them, and projecting them onto the full Polaroid film. Oh man, I can't read. That's pretty sweet. Polaroid Lab's fun. Like this. Like I was showing you a second ago. Any Parks and Recs fan out there? Look at that. Mr. Ron Swanson. If you guys watched this episode, you should know, maybe. But I created that because I recreated this shot from the show with the Polaroid Lab. Now I own like a prop replica, essentially. And I have some more from other shows. Anytime I see a Polaroid pop up in a show, like I try to recreate it and have my own copy of it. It's pretty fun. And that's where the lab comes in. And other things. You can actually trick it into becoming a macro camera. It's difficult, but I've proven it can be done. You can actually use it as a camera itself, which is fun. But I highly recommend getting a Polaroid Lab. And now they're popping up on Facebook Marketplace used for really cheap, like $40. It's pretty sweet. I recommend picking one up. As of 2-3 years ago, Polaroid film has gotten pretty darn good. It really has. To the point where I haven't found much difference when shown in light earlier. Yeah, exactly. They've gotten super good. Way better than it was. So I don't even think you need a frog tongue anymore. But I am going to put it to the test at some point. Because I do have a fun idea that you guys sparked last live show that I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do like my own Mythbusters series with different things I'll be testing and finding if these myths are, true or false, basically. That said, it changes pretty quick as it dates. Old film and definitely need a frog tongue on. I don't know. We're going to find out. My friend Dave did a reel. Was it a reel or was it TikTok? I think it was a YouTube reel. Is that what they're called on YouTube? I don't even know. Shorts. It was a YouTube short where he shot 2 shots out of the same camera, one with a frog tongue, one exposed directly to the light. I couldn't tell a difference. He used I-type film. He actually did it already, so check it out. It's on his channel, Nop Top. He's usually in these. Where are you at, Dave? You lurking? Where you at? You'll probably hear me now and you'll pop up. Video title, testing my SX70 for COVID. What, did I miss something? That's a good title. It'll get flagged though. You can't say that stuff on YouTube. They'll get the little disclaimer automatically demonetized. It's like a one-step but with a manual focus, uses SX70 film. Oh yeah, that camera. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a cool camera. I love the logo of that thing. The way it has the 2000 on there. It's super cool. I just love the aesthetics. I probably would get it and just stick it on a shelf for decoration. I actually have some just for that purpose downstairs. I have the original one step with the Q light on top of it just for decoration. Holy cow, those photos look incredible. Amazing the film is cheaper than Polaroid. Exactly, I know. If anyone is curious, a single Polaroid pack is around $30 US here in America or in Mexico. Oh my God. That blows, man. That's expensive. Yeah, go with Fuji. Go with Fuji. If they had better cameras, I probably would go straight Fuji. But I shoot mostly Polaroid. It sucks that it's expensive, but the cameras, man. The cameras are amazing. But every time I pull this thing out, which I don't use it often, I used to use it all the time, and I pull it out and I forget how actually great it is, how fast the photos develop, how cheap it is. It's great, except it's just, framing it can be kind of tricky. It's on SLR, it's plastic lens, which that's not actually a big deal to me, to be honest. Glass lens is the last on my list. It's great, but I don't really care that much. But mainly just being able to look through the lens. You're looking through the bad boy, you're looking right through the lens, you can frame it, and you have manual focus. Come on, it's great. Or autofocus if you're using the sonar. It's amazing. I live by Retrospect. Maybe I can swing by. Do that. Let me know how it goes. I actually want to go check them out in person one day. I don't want to talk down about them. It's just my experience with them so far has been kind of strange. Not bad, just strange. They did reach out to me, which is so weird. This is so weird. I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again real quick. like as a YouTuber here, I guess I'm a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel. I get companies reach out to me for product reviews. Here, take this product, review it, whatever, or basically how it goes. I've never had anyone do this before, which is what Retrospect did. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, we love your channel. We do a lot of analog stuff. One of them being instant photography, and we're about to release that Pepsi camera, right? That they released this year or last year. Want to let you know we have this. Here's a link to go buy it." Like what? Like I've never had a company market directly to my YouTube channel to purchase something. It's just weird. I've been a part of large YouTube channels. I used to have a YouTube channel that had nearly 130,000 subscribers, and that never happened once. Hey, here's our product, purchase it and make a video. Like it's never been a thing. So it's not necessarily bad. It's just strange and kind of interesting. But I want to check out their place. It looks pretty cool. I saw a box full of shit, 35mm cameras at a local buy sell page, and there was an SLR 680. Ooh, bought the whole box for €40. Are you for real? That's the great. I don't even need the conversion, and I know that's a good deal. Congratulations. Mine's over there, right? Just out of reach. I can't reach it, but it's banged up. I think he's falling. It's banged up. But I love it. I need to get it fixed. I do miss shooting with it. But I gotta say though, once you convert a camera to 600, that camera kind of becomes obsolete. Because let's say I convert this one, or even the sonar one, doesn't matter. Like I can put a flash on it and take it off, and it's more compact. But if you're dedicated to sonar, you can get a sonar camera and then just pop the flash on and off, and it's smaller. So I haven't used it a ton since I got the converted camera, to be honest. It's just a cool thing to own. I use it mostly for in-studio stuff. Like it was like set on a tripod, and I would take selfies and stuff with it for whatever. But yeah, once you convert a camera, that camera becomes obsolete, and it's cheaper. You can buy one of these for $100, $150, right? Convert it, maybe $200 by the time you're done. That's still hundreds of dollars cheaper than buying an SLR 680. It's super cool. Trying to take it apart with the lens attached to the inner parts. Yeah, I've heard that. Dave Noptop, he's taken apart a couple cameras. He even did the Polaroid Go, and he also did one of the Sonar SX70 camera. Not these, but the box one. What's that one called? I don't remember. I remember what it was called. He took it apart and turned it into a Bluetooth speaker. So cool. We should make a video about that stuff. I think he shot video, but he never even uploaded it. Have you heard of the Fuji Photorama Ace? It has autofocus, but I guess they use a format of film that isn't around anymore. And I have not heard of that. Looks like a 300 wide. Interesting. Don't know. I do know about the autofocus Fuji camera, Instax wide, the autofocus camera that was only released in Japan, but I don't know about that one. I'll have to look that up. It sounds interesting. Do you think someone would be able to hack it? Maybe. I'm not familiar with the camera, but it's possible. Anything's possible, honestly, these days. There's some really cool people out there making some awesome stuff with old style cameras. There's somebody converting the pack film camera in one of Polaroids to be able to shoot regular Polaroid film. That's pretty cool. And the stuff that was it Nas camera, what they're doing, freaking cool. So I wouldn't put it past somebody. Someone's out there making something. I've dabbled in turning a Kodak Instamatic, whatever they're called, into shooting Instax square film. There's a couple people out there who have done some videos, but not much. And so I found one of those cameras that had an original pack in there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the whole Kodak incident where they basically ripped off Polaroid back in the 80s and produced instant film and cameras. It got sued, but they had to shut everything down. I found one of those cameras and it had an empty pack of film in there, and so you can fit Instax square and mini film in those packs and shoot it. And I think that'd be pretty cool to mess around with, but I haven't had time to really do it. I got all the parts. It's just, messing around with getting it to operate, essentially. I got to sit down and figure it out. I'm just trying to remove a cat hair inside the lens. Oh, jeez. Apart from that, it's basically new. If it's inside the lens, honestly, that won't cause any effect on the image because since it's too close, it won't even register it. So if you don't get it, don't feel bad. You're gonna be good. It'll be fine. How much did I miss? Whoa, well, welcome, Evan. Thank you so much for stopping by. I took home from been watching to catch this live stream. Well, we've been live for what? Oh wow, an hour and a half. We announced the first ever Just on the Chris photo contest. And if you guys want to get in on that, I guess I should repeat it. New viewers probably popping in. Welcome, guys. But basically, if you guys want to join this, it's super simple. It's free. Just join the Discord. Link is in the description. Submit your photos on that. It was instant film submissions. I think that's why I named it. Submit one of your photos, and then I'm going to pick like 10 pictures. 10 different people, obviously. And then I'm going to post them up on Instagram stories and let you guys vote. You're the voters, so get your friends and family, all your peeps in there, voting on your photo. We'll go through some rounds and have some fun, and then boom, winner gets some cool prizes. And yeah, I'll make a like condensed version of this soon. This is just the live announcement, so get to popping these shots. I'll be announcing all of the actual my picks in like probably the first week of March, and you'll start seeing the people that I pick. Boom, for votes on there. There you go. Yeah, that's my train of thought, but my OCD. No, I'm with you. Trust me. It would bother me to no end to look in and I'm like, ugh. And trust me, don't worry. You're good. Would you rather get an SX70 Alpha 2 or autofocus? I can't decide. Well, this is technically Alpha 2, even though it just says Polaroid Alpha on it, but it's the white edition. So I think it's great. Autofocus is great. I have one of each. I have an SX70 camera, I have a SX70 sonar, and the SLR 680. So I have all the areas covered. Autofocus is great. Depends on what you're shooting. Like if I want to shoot like my dog, not shoot him to kill. Come on. If I want to take pictures of them, impossible to manually focus. They don't hold still long enough. So autofocus, boom, snap it really fast. But it's a little more bulky. I got it right here. Here's the sonar. Here's the regular one. Yeah, it's nice to carry this around, and you can still pop a flash on there if you want. Same thing with this guy. And then the SLR 680 is like even a little taller, which is crazy to think that existed. They went that route, but it's really preference on what you're going to do with it. If you're just going to be doing street photography, walking around, then this is great because you can fit it in a pocket, mostly like a jacket pocket, and pop it, manually focus it, take your picture, and close it up. The sonar is more convenient. You never have to worry about focus. You just push the button. This one, you have to remember to focus. It's preference. It's preference, baby. Baby, what are you shooting? What are you shooting? Oh no, we glitched. Hang on, we'll be back. It's been doing that. I thought I fixed it. I guess I didn't. The whole glitch system. I think my computer's having problems, which is not good because computer parts these days are not cheap. Freaking Web3. Auto 2 for sure. Autofocus is nice, but manual is much more interactive and makes the shooting process more fun. I would say yeah. And it's more compact. Like I said, you can fit it in mostly a jacket pocket or your back pocket or a bag much easier. But yeah, autofocus is really great for taking selfies too. If you want to take a group shot, you put it on a remote, stand back, take a picture, and it'll focus for you. You have to really guess with one of these. I've done it. I have done it where I'll like look through it, and I'll hold my hand out as far as I can go, focus on the hand, and then flip it, and then extend it all the way out, and then take a picture, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Comes out all right. Autofocus, you don't have to worry about that at all. Just hold out there and take a picture, and you're good to go. So it comes down to preference on what you're mainly shooting, or just get both if you can. Yeah, my computer. I think it's been having problems. It's been chugging even for my work stuff. It might be RAM issue. I don't know. I hope it's RAM because that's not as expensive. If it's my video card, I'm screwed because I'm gonna have to pay like a lot of money. I built my computer in 2016 and I haven't upgraded it because I threw in a lot. I made this future-proof to an extent. And this was right before the boom of like Bitcoin mining and all that stuff. I built this computer for like $800, $900, and this thing is it's a beast. It had 4K raw files, no problem. Live stream with like all these cameras and stuff, like stream at 1080p, all that great stuff, no issues for all these years. But now it's starting to show its age a little bit, and I think something now it's going to be like triple the cost to replace a part. Like graphics card, oh my god, it's gonna be thousands. Not excited about that. Hopefully that's not the case. That's empty. Good thing I have some extra water just right here. All right. So yeah, any other last questions before we wrap up? I know we've been live streaming for an hour and a half. I love hanging out with you guys. I've done what, 8-hour. Yeah, we're frozen again. Maybe this is a sign to quit. I think it's going to hear me when that happens. It's just like really, really fast or something like that. I gotta play it back a couple times to see what happened. But anyway, maybe that's a sign to wrap up soon. But yeah, I've done like 8-hour live streams. I've even done a 12-hour live stream for a fundraiser not too long ago. Yeah, but nowadays, my gosh, it's so expensive to get computer parts. Not looking forward to that. Just out of curiosity, have you ever taken any of your instant cameras to a concert? You think it would be a good idea to shoot some photos while everyone is jumping and dancing around? There's never a wrong time to take photos or try to take photos. Go for it. I have done a concert, if you want to call it that. It's just like it was a private party at this aircraft. Yeah, I guess it's an aircraft. It's called the Hangar Dance. I know this guy that he owns like a helicopter business, and he hosts this yearly party where he just invites his friends over. Like, there's usually a lot of people there. All you can drink. Got a fun story about that. All you can drink, food, and then there's bands playing all over the place. And so last summer, I took it there and shot it. And some of the photos are in my carousel there during my countdown timer, but they're also on Instagram, where I'm just taking pictures of the bands and some of the crowds, and it works pretty good. Their fog doesn't, like, if there's a fog machine going, that can kind of make the photos look funky, especially with a flash. If you're using the flash, it can actually like make your photos, like, the person disappear. So you have to be careful with that, but experiment. Just have some fun. Who cares? I think that's the one thing we all do as photographers in general, but especially with instant photography. We overthink it because, oh, it's going to be so expensive. Yeah, it is. Don't want to waste shots. But also, even the wasted shots still kind of tend to come out looking pretty cool. Like, I go back at some of these photos and be pissed. Even, where is it? I just found a photo that I was mad. Frickin' mount system, you suck. Where is it? Come on. Be here. It's not here. But I guess this will kind of represent what I'm trying to say, or will it? I don't know. Where are you? I just had it. I was going through some stuff and cleaning up the studio, and I found some photos, but dang it. I must have moved it somewhere else. Shoot. But photos like this is, I guess, will give an idea. Like, oh, it's a blurry photo. It messed up. But if you know the movie Trick or Treat, this is kind of a spooky image. It looks kind of cool. Even though it's all blurry, it's kind of creepy looking. So there's like, even those shots, like, don't be afraid to mess up. Get out there, shoot. It's instant photography. Just point and shoot. Get over the fact that it's expensive. You already bought the film, right? It's not like it's going to cost you more money. I don't know. I used to think that way too, where it was like, oh, I don't want to waste anything. I got to make the shot look perfect. Who cares? It's art. I wish I could find that one photo though. It was literally not a photo. I had an ejection problem. When the photo came out, it exploded basically. But the photo itself, there's nothing on it. You can't see what I was taking a picture of at all. But it created its own art. It's like its own freaking sweet looking image. Gosh, freaking dang it. Where did I put it? Now I really want to show it. Did I put it over there? It was like literally a couple hours ago, right before we were streaming. I was like, oh man, this is so cool looking. Oh, man, I'm going to put it on Instagram, actually. That was the intent. I was going to scan it in because my taste changed. Not my taste. My idea, my views had changed since I started shooting instant photography. And I used to think that was like, oh, I lost a shot. That shot cost me $3. But it didn't. It actually created something super cool. Dang, wish I had that. I could better explain myself. Don't be afraid to shoot. Moral of the story. Very fun hangout. Thanks, Chris. Well, yeah. I don't know if you're leaving, but hey, if you're leaving, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm taking my 600 NSX70 to an event this weekend. Hopefully my NSX70 shows up. It sucks. It's stuck at FedEx right now. Yeah. All mail these days are like stuck everywhere. What's going on with the mail system? I don't know. Really, really bad. Imperfections are what make Polaroids fun. For sure. For sure. Oh my gosh. I really want to find that picture. Did I put it over there? Because I was going to scan it. Yeah, I lost it. I got so many pictures around here. It's crazy. Also frustrating. Yes, indeed. For sure. What is your opinion about the Instaflex TL70 Mint? I don't have an opinion. I've never used that camera. I think it's cool. It sucks that it shoots mini film, but I get why, because of the size. But they could make it. I think they can make it slightly bigger, just the whole over. Yeah, I've never held it though, so I don't know. But I think it's a cool camera. It's overpriced, just like all Mint cameras. Sorry, Mint. You do good work, but Jesus Christ, it's so expensive. All your stuff. But I think it's a cool idea, and I wouldn't mind owning one and trying at least testing it out. I do want to make a video one day about it. I think it is cool. I think it is pretty cool. I'll keep the fog machine in mind, definitely. I've learned the hard way a couple times, but it's not. But here's the thing, though: you can get good shots with it. It's just tricky. Make sure like the subject is in front of the smoke, type of thing, and the lights shining, like maybe lights shining behind the person. But if there's like smoke right in frame, it can really just make the photo look bad and not miss focus too. In my experience, which is weird, but I have some of those posted on Instagram. So if you scroll back, maybe like 20 photos, 30 photos, you should see some bands playing. And I think I'm pretty sure I posted one of them of the smoke issue. Pretty sure. May not have been the worst one, but it was definitely not an amazing one, as most people would say. But yeah. So you definitely can do it, and I give it a shot. I'd be curious to see what you do with Fuji. I mean, wait, did you say you had Fuji? What was it? What was it again? You were using the I can't remember what camera you were using, but the Fuji cameras can't use flash, or pretty much you have to use flash on all of it, so you can't turn it off. So keep that in mind too. I can't remember if you said you had a Fuji camera. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Should I make it? Should I continue for another? Make it even 2-hour stream? Go till 5, or wrap up? It's pretty good. I'm excited for this film contest. I think it'd be really fun. I just want to get you guys a little more engaged with the community there. It's already grown pretty big on Discord. That's fantastic. I love that. You guys are helping each other out. You know, there's some buy-sell trading going on. There's photo submissions going on for whatnot, just showing off your guys' work. And it's growing pretty good. It's growing pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to get you guys even more engaged and more just getting out there and shooting some stuff. And I know it's springtime's coming, summertime's coming, so there's going to be a lot more of that. I haven't been able to even do a whole bunch of shooting myself, outside that is, because of the weather. And now it's starting to get pretty good. It's looking pretty good out now, so I can finally get back out and shooting. Plus, I got some traveling coming up, so I'll be definitely shooting during those. I always make sure I have film with me when I travel. No matter, even if I'm just going to the freaking grocery store, I'll bring a camera, honestly. But definitely new cities and states. Super fun. Yeah, Fuji for sure. I'll keep an eye out for an Instax wide. Okay, cool. But if it's dark out, the flash will fire. You cannot turn off flash on any of the Fuji wide cameras unless you get the lomography wide camera. Then you can turn the flash off on that. So keep that up. I'm down. I don't remember what I said, but hey, I'm glad you're down. I really love the wide format. Me too. I love these are my favorites right here. But I do like shooting square from time to time, and I need to shoot square because I got a fridge full of square. A whole bunch of it. Hey, what's going on? What are you guys about? Northern Polaroids. Oh, hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming by. We're talking about all sorts of fun stuff. Film contests, camera questions, answering whatever you got going on. Weather. We've been talking about weather. You're in Poland, right? You're from Instagram. I know you. Contests are fun. I'll stay on till 5. Let's make it till 5. We can go till 5. We're almost there anyway. I have a hard time with the 300 wide because of the viewfinder. Any tips? Yes. The viewfinder on all of them are just atrocious. They're so far off. So what I do is the backwards L method. If you guys have seen the review of this camera, I talk about that. But basically is when you're looking through the viewfinder, and if the subject is at least 5 feet away or so, this works pretty good. So when you're looking through the viewfinder, you do with this backwards L shape, and I'll do it backwards so you can see it. So basically when you look through it, you point it down and then you move it slightly over to the left to compensate for the viewfinder. Just a slight backwards L. It's mirrored for me. I try to do it backwards for you this way too. So once you frame it up normal, just like so, and then you go down and then over just ever so slightly, nothing too drastic. You'll have to try it a couple of times to get the hang of it, but it's a good little trick to get things framed up on these cameras because the viewfinder is so far offset. I host photo competitions often. I'll send you info on that later. Please do. Either in the Discord or on Instagram. Those are typically where you can get the hold of me the fastest, or the P.O. box. It's brand new though, so no one's ever sent me anything. So if you want to send something, it'd be cool to actually test it out. I signed up for this thing called iPostal One. It's not through like the main post office stuff. It goes to like this postal annex, and then they actually take pictures of the stuff that comes in and then notify me that it's there. Most P.O. boxes, you just have to periodically check it and see if you got stuff. So I like that about more than the regular post office because they don't do that. Unless it fills up, then they'll call you like, hey, come get your stuff. I found an Instax Wide 210 with a broken flash. Ooh, that could be fun. You can always cover it up too, though. But flash will go off, you can cover it, take your shot. But just know, if you do that, it's a fixed shutter speed, though. And I can't remember how fast it shoots. But it's pretty fast. So, but that's interesting. The backwards L method saved my life. Glad. Awesome. It works pretty good. If there's something that's, if you're shooting a huge landscape, it's not going to matter really. It's far enough away that the framing is going to be pretty good. But if it's something's like within 5 feet and maybe 20 feet away, then yeah, the L, you can finagle it. It's even worse when you're really close. It is tough. I posted a picture on Instagram last week from our previous video of the Polaroid pop shots. I literally took like 6 photos because I couldn't get the framing right. I used this. Wasted some film on that for a dumb a dumb Instagram picture to advertise for a video. Thanks. Give it a try. Leia, let me know. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know. It's snowing here in Sweden. That's where you're at. Not Poland. So I'm only shooting Polaroids inside the comfort of my own home. That's what I've been doing too. I've been forced to because of the weather. But the sun's out right now. And it's beautiful. You look out the window right now. It's gorgeous, but it lies. You go out there, it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. You probably use Celsius. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. But it's cold. And that's not ideal to shoot instant photography because you can get some weird color shifts, mostly like a bluish. I can shoot Instax wide. It tends to do pretty good. But for some videos I wanted to do, I can't do it because I wanted to do freaking Polaroid. Howdy, how's it going? Outer Mars, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll message you on Instagram. We spoke there a few times. Fantastic. I thought I recognized the name. I think you've already messaged me about. So you showed me some pictures of some cars, right? If I remember right. Hopefully I remember right. The macro lens attachment is pretty nice. I lost mine. I'm so mad because I didn't get to use it in the review video because I searched and searched and searched this place. I could not find it. I've never even used it actually, but it's pretty cool. It attaches to what they're saying is it attaches to the lens, and then you have a macro lens attachment. But it has this little arm that comes up over to the side, so when you look through here, it kind of tells you where to point the camera, which is neat. I've never got to use it because I had lost it. It's somewhere in my studio. I just don't know. If you could see my studio right now, it is not great. It is a mess in here. Such a mess. And the selfie mirror is spot on. Yes, that is something that's amazing with the Fuji cameras. The Fuji Wide, not Fuji Wide, the Instax Mini 9 has a mirror on it, and it's dead on. Same with like the lomography. They have one too, and it's dead on. It works great. But yeah, I see 210s for $10-20 all the time. It's great. All right, we froze for a second again. Computer. I might start streaming in 720, and maybe they'll be a little bit lighter on the system. I did lower the bit rate before this stream just to see. And it's not doing it as much as it was last time, but there is a slight delay. I'm getting an audio delay. Our out of sync issue. It's not that bad. Hopefully it doesn't go out that way. Yeah, awesome. That's what I thought. I'm the guy with the severe short-term memory loss. That sucks. That's why I do photography. Isn't there a movie? What is it called? Memento. He uses Polaroids to remember stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. I've actually never seen it, but I know about it. I need to watch it. Found the photos you mentioned. For some reason, the fog really gives you the impression of being there, rocking with the tunes. No, I agree. And I didn't post the other ones. I posted like the better of the ones. I can't wait to have my own camera. I'll take it for sure. First photos. Yeah, definitely share them. Absolutely. Join the Discord if you haven't done so already. Share them there. We would love to see them. Yeah, no, it's super fun, especially when you can get the timing right of like the guitarist and the hands slightly blurred and everything. It's fun. It's fun. It's great. No, I am not using OBS. I am using a software called vMix. And the vMix Pro Edition. So my day job, I work for a company called Livestream Pros. We teach people how to live stream and all that jazz. We build studios and education and all that sort of thing. And the host, the boss lady that owns the company, she uses Macs, and so she uses a software called Ecamm. I use PC, so I use what's called vMix. It is much more. You can do so much more. It's like a broadcast live streaming software. And it's pretty expensive though. But we know the company, and they hooked us up with the software to use for demonstrations and for videos and all that. That's been here the whole time, getting in my shot. But yeah, so vMix is super cool. You can do so much fun stuff with it. OBS is great. It's open source. It's free. You can do some cool things. But the software I have, you can do quite a bit more things. So like, I can have people call in, and I kind of want to start doing that. Invite some people on the show. I've done it before. I used to do it weekly for another channel that I had. And I've had Dave from NopTop. He called in and we chatted live. And you can't do that with OBS. Not saying OBS isn't bad, because it's great. It's free. This software is not free. There was a sync issue for a second, but we're good now. We're back to good. Yeah, it's my computer. It may need some repairs, and that's not good. But if I start streaming in 720, that might lighten the load of this. So, or it's my capture card. It could be my capture card. I should swap it out with something else and see if that fixes it for next time too. I'm always testing things. I'm always changing things around here because of my day job. It can get chaotic sometimes. Memento, love it. I need to watch it. I know it, but I've never seen it. How do you set up your instant for Instagram, my photos for Instagram, I do scan them or take another photo of them for post. I'm trying to find a better way to post mine. Yeah, so I've kind of talked about that. I did a video on the Epson mobile scanner, and I showed you a little bit of how to use that and how I go through the process of posting to Instagram, but not directly like a full tutorial of how I do it specifically, like my style for Instagram. Maybe I'll do that. If you guys are interested, I could. But basically what I do is, I scan them in. I try not to alter the picture as, much. I try to bring it to what it looks like in person, and then I just throw like, I do 3 photos and that at a time for each posting. Like I posted some earlier today, so if you go to my Instagram, it looks like there's just color bars just going through. So it's all kind of lined up and matched. I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty simple to do. And I use Photoshop to set that up. And I just do 3 of them, send them to my phone, and post them. It's no time at all, especially with that new scanner. If you haven't seen the scanner video, I highly recommend that. It's amazing. It has changed my life as far as getting photos into my computer. So much faster. And I got videos coming soon too to utilize it even more in a much more fun, creative way. Can't wait. And that's part of a sponsored video that if I get the final approval, I'll be going to Polacon and doing this video utilizing that scanner and the printer by Laney. And it'll be a combo thing. I can't wait. I'll have to watch that movie. If I haven't seen the movie Concussion Will Smith, that's ooh, I haven't heard of that one. Definitely don't slip and fall. But I haven't heard of that movie. I like Will Smith. Surprised I haven't. Just sent my SX7 to Brooklyn film camera. That is a good choice from what I've heard. I don't know them too much, but for us, a great choice. To get it converted to shoot 600, so excited. By the way, are you going to Polacon? So you missed the beginning or original announcement about that. There's a strong possibility that I will be, like a high probability, and it may be sponsored. A company may be sponsoring my trip out there, and I'll be making some videos not for them, but it'll be on my channel, but they'll be getting some promotion and some exposure. It's the printer company that they sponsored a video earlier in the month. The Laney. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I freaking love their product, and they have a new printer out. It just came out. So they want me to do a review on that, but I'll be utilizing that printer for this thing I'm saving. Just in case I can't go to Polacon and do it. But I will be doing the video regardless. It just won't be to the extent that it was planning to do. And I'll also use the scanner in conjunction with it. But there's a strong probability I will be going to Polacon. I really want to. And it's just expensive. So if I can get a sponsor to send me, I will go. And obviously work. I'll be working for them to get, you guys to buy their awesome kick-ass product. I love your setup for looking through chat. It's really awesome. Yeah. So the way that works is, with vMix, they have an extension called vMix Social. And here, I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to show you. So I have off to the side my iPad, right? And it's mounted to the thing. And here's your chat right here. And so it comes through my web browser on my network. And so if you sent that chat, I can tap here. It's like, here's the next person's chat. I can send it. I can add it to the queue, save it for later. So that comes into play if there's we have thousands of viewers, coming through, and this is scrolling. I can add it to a queue and just save it for later. But I'll send Snake Eyes here, and boom, push the button. Oh, I didn't miss. Press the button, and now it pops up on screen. I just use an iPad for that. I can use my phone. I can use a computer. I can use whatever I want. But it works great for that system. Another reason why you pay so much for this software, because it does some cool stuff. I spoke to an Epson rep. I'll PM you on that on Insta too. Fantastic. That'd be great. Amazing. I've messaged Epson a couple of times actually, because I want to get their larger scanner, their actual photo scanner, because the scanner that I've been using and did a video on is not a photo scanner. It's a document scanner, but it does a great job of scanning these photos. 1200 DPI. It looks great. But it's still a manual process of one by one. They have a nice, really kick-ass photo scanner, and you can do Polaroids. There's not a lot of scanners out there that allow, you know, a Polaroid to be scanned through. They're too thick. And you can batch scan them. You can put like 100, probably not 100, probably like 40 or 50 pictures in one stack and press one button and it'll just scan right through them. I wanted to do a review of that, but it's about a $600 scanner. And I tried to reach out to them, but I didn't hear anything back. So that would be super helpful and amazing. Somebody had asked us last week. I know we just got a couple minutes, so maybe we'll wrap up with this. Would you guys want to see like a behind-the-scenes setup of how I do these live streams or how I create the videos? It wouldn't be about, you know, this per se. It's just about how I create the content of this stuff. You guys want to see that? I kind of show some of that over on Patreon. Oh, do I have a thingy for that? I do. There it is. I do have a Patreon thing. So if you guys want to see some behind the scenes stuff, I post there. I post videos there. I post photos there, inside stuff. And you can join the Print Club, which is a monthly photo. Cool little, do I have an example handy? I don't. I take, it's instant photography, and you get this kind of a cool little 4x6 photo of the Polaroid with a little blurb about the photo, and I kind of, you know, try to do cool designs with it. Yeah, you can, and then plus you get all the behind the scenes content and bonus content there too, and to help support the channel. And you'll learn about upcoming stuff before everybody else. I'm not as, so yeah. And also, well, that's older stuff, but there's a backlog of fun stuff on there. It's pretty cool. So if you guys want to help support the channel and maybe consider that and get stuff sent to your door monthly, it's pretty cool. So there's that, and then I've got, what else do I got? Oh yeah, I'll save that for later. Okay, getting off topic here. Yes, it's. What's that mean? Yes, it would be awesome. Okay, I see what we did there. You sent it too soon. What time about tonight works for you to message on Insta? Central Time. Anytime you want. You can send it right now if you want. I'll get to it. I'm not really doing anything else tonight. I might shoot a video tonight. Here at the house. We'll see. But other than that, I have no plans of going anywhere. I'll be hanging around. Probably just working on some random stuff, experimenting with some things. That's what I like to do. When I'm not making videos and I'm not shooting for my main job or editing for my main job, I'll tinker and mess around with fun new ideas to make content later. And then I'll write it down and then get to it when I get to it. Yeah, it would be awesome. Okay. You have to watch out when scanning both documents and photos on those scanners where the leftover toner from the photo. Yeah, no, absolutely. And that is something I did forget to mention. But I wasn't really I wasn't really talking about using that scanner to be used as a photo, like a document scanner. I was saying, hey, scan your photos only on this. But that is something I did mean to mention and forgot. But thank you for pointing that out and reminding me, because I do plan on doing some more scanning videos. I think it's a big good deal. Yeah, that would be awesome to cool and see all the behind the scenes of this. Yeah, I have some right now on Patreon of some of my production setup. I did a 12-hour live stream event for a fundraiser for a project, documentary I was working on, and I walk it through vMix, the production side of it, of setting it all up. It's a pretty cool video, and pretty in depth of the stuff that I was able to achieve for that event. Pretty neat. I thought it was really cool when you shared how vMix works. Oh, so you did see it behind the scenes. Awesome. And now you're a Patreon member. Fantastic. I don't recognize the username. Maybe you have a different username over there. But hey, thanks. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Should have been reading. Behind the scenes is always cool. Yeah, I do want to make a public one so you guys don't have to pay to see that stuff. So I think that'd be pretty cool to do. I gotta find the right, cool, fun way to incorporate that. So I'll be on the lookout for that. I'm sure I can make that happen. I always like showing behind the scenes. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff for live streaming pros of our setups, because they're always changing. We just wrapped up an event where Gwyneth Paltrow, Mrs. Iron Man, and Mila Kunis was also a part of. It was all about Web3 and Bitcoin and NFT stuff. That was pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, behind the scenes. Oh, it's 5:01. All right. I think it's time to maybe wrap it on up. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh wait, I have my Where is it? Oh, there it is. Boom, there it is. Look at that. Ooh. This is my end card where I do for wrapping up my videos. I can't remember what button I have it set for. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, checking it out. Hopefully, I'll see you guys posting your submissions for the photo contest. It's going to be really, really fun. I'm really excited. I'll be announcing probably more prizes. I always do that. I tend to go too big too quickly. But if I win some film, my book, I'll be posting more stuff. It's just for fun. It's my first one, so bear with me if there's some hiccups. But check out the Discord, link in the description. Also the Instagram page, because that's where the voting will be happening over in the Instagram stories. And yeah, I'm picking 10 of you guys' beautiful pictures for you guys to vote on. So make sure you get your friends and family in there, sending in their submissions. Not submissions, their votes, casting their votes. And I'll be picking the 10 photos beginning the first week of March, basically. So you got some time. So think up some ideas, or just pull some of your older photos that you already got that you're super proud of. There's already been some amazing photos sent as just regular that I incorporate in this video. See where I have me and Astro there? If you see my normal videos, at the end I always show a third photo. Can't really do that live. I mean, I can. It's just a process to make it happen. I would need a producer. I could do it, and I might start doing that. But I choose one of your guys' photos, and it's posted there, and with a tag to your Instagram page or wherever you want to be tagged at. And yeah, so I've already seen some amazing photos from you guys. Thank you so much for sending them. There's giving me some ideas to shoot some stuff, so that's amazing. And if you're at Polacon, and if I can actually make it happen, I should know by the end of the week if I'll be there. Once I know that, I will make it a full-on official announcement video that I'll be there, and hopefully you guys are there. It's in San Francisco. We'll meet up. We'll hang out. We'll shoot some photos. I don't know. Get some drinks. Get drunk. I'm kidding. Kidding. It's a joke. But you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your guys' day, and I will see you soon. Let's chat on Instagram and Discord. See you there.